Alright guys, welcome back, and as always after a new set has released, we are going to look about all the cards that we have currently, or the sets we are currently on, to answer the question what cards will be there in the next pack that comes in September. Obviously we know already that there will be the planned cards, the Aroma Seraphim cards, but at the moment we are basically on Phantom Nightmare. We have to finish Phantom Nightmare because there are still a few cards that we have not gotten, and then there is Battles of Legend that we can talk about, where we also have gotten the new, I think the Ice Barrier stuff was in here, and then Legacy of Destruction, where it once again gets very interesting because there's a big interesting archetype coming that I think could come, but more to this later. So let's look at this here. We have obviously the Jubel cards, we have gotten them already, the Raid Raptor ones. I talked about this. I was expecting the Raid Raptor stuff, either the Raid Raptor stuff or the Goblin Biker stuff, and we have gotten the Raid Raptor stuff. I think we all have these new fish monsters, and the next thing, or the last thing basically, we can see Snake Eyes Poplar here. Obviously we have gotten the Snake Eyes, we have them for a while now, I think since February. Obviously one of the last things that we still need is the Goblin Biker stuff, which is an archetype that has these level 3 normal monsters that make level or rank 3 XYZ monsters, and then they can detach stuff to activate effects. In my opinion, not that interesting. Wasn't really an archetype that was very strong either in the OCG or the TCG, so not really interesting, but I guess we will get this. I honestly expect Goblin Biker to come so that we can finish off Phantom Nightmare, because if I am correct here, we will see this in a moment, then these are the only last cards that we still are missing. We have the new Gothic cards, we have the Memento cards, and obviously the big archetype I was predicting here, and we got the voice stuff. This was pretty clear, and then you can see the Aroma Lilith cards are coming. We have the new Magispector cards, and if we scroll down further, there are some like single cards that don't really matter. EMP Meow Mine, a card that we already have gotten, and then you can see the archetype specific ones continue down here with the Skull Guardian. We got this Jubel, the Aroma Lilith card that we will get, and then some cards that we I think also have, right? Aura, Porpoise, and Fish Lamb, these fish support cards. I think we have gotten them in this pack, if I remember this correctly, together with the goatee stuff. Let me know in the comments if this is correct. By the way, if you like my videos, please consider subscribing, hitting a thumbs up and the notification bell, as this would help me a lot, especially hitting the notification bell. Thanks guys. Then we have the Raid Raptor stuff. We got this already, Goblin Biker, and as you can see, we are basically only missing the Goblin Biker stuff and then the Aroma Lilith stuff, which is why I think we will get both of this, Goblin Biker and Aroma Lilith. And now we can make like kind of a prediction on how this next pack could look like, and I think this is a very interesting decision or a discussion. Let me know in the comments what your opinion on this is, because in my opinion, this could go two ways basically, because we have gotten a gem pack just recently and the battle pass ended. So the battle pass ended and they gave us this very expensive voice pack. A lot of people were hyped for this deck, a lot of people spent a lot of resources on the deck, and now we have the opportunity, and this opportunity will still be there when the next pack comes out, to buy some gems. Yeah, we have this gem offering, and this could mean two things. Either this pack with the voice was the big pack that should drain your resources, so that the next pack we get has another fan favorite archetype in it, so that a lot of people want to get it, so that they then need to spend money on the new gem sale. And we don't have the battle pass anymore. The battle pass has ended, and a lot of people have already spent their resources from the battle pass. So you need to buy the gem packs basically if you have invested heavily in for example the voiceless voice stuff. Or it could be that we get like a smaller or less interesting pack in September, because the voiceless voice pack was basically the big cool new fan archetype pack that Konami wanted us to spend gems on, and the next one is a bit of a calmer one. So I think we could either see one of those options, either a very boring pack or a very interesting pack, so that we have to basically spend on these gems. I think we will get the interesting one, what we will see, and I will tell you what I think will come within this pack. But yeah, we have the Goblin Biker stuff, as I talked about, and yeah, then there are support cards, spell support cards for basically everything. We got all of this stuff. We have all of this horror stuff. You can see right here, Aroma Blend we will get. This is already announced. And then stuff like Aroma Healing we will also get. The Black Coat Loves, another interesting one that hopefully will come. I declare one monster card name this turn. Neither player can special summon monsters with that original name except from the graveyard. And then you can also banish this card from your graveyard, then declare one monster card name this turn. Neither player can, oopsie, and this one again, activate the effects of monsters on the field with that original name. So you can send this to the graveyard, for example in Labyrinth, And then you could also use this with, how is the card called? Transaction rollback, for example. So a card that Labyrinth plays, but you can also, for example, play this in Pearly because you need to discard stuff, and then you could discard this card and thereby profit from having used it. And yeah, the rest here isn't as interesting with Swallow's Curry. Oh yeah, there's one last thing I guess that we have to mention here, the Vados archetype, but this is a TCG exclusive. I'm not really expecting this to come in the next pack. Could be the case, but I think we could also do this stuff, the Vados stuff, together with the Rosemary stuff and the Goblin Bag. This could be a pack, but this would be a very uninteresting pack, a pack that I would definitely skip, and I think a lot of people would skip, so I'm not really seeing this. I think they always want to create a pack that has at least one favorite archetype, one fan favorite archetype, and Ascent is definitely not it. And then we have some more cards here, but nothing too special. So I'm guessing Goblin Biker, to be honest. We already know the Aroma stuff, and I don't think we will get the Vados, the Ashen cards right now. Then we can take a look at Battles of the Legend, and obviously we have some reprints here. This is nothing too surprising, and then some new support for new archetypes. For example, what have we gotten here? Is this everything here reprint? Is this a pure reprint set? Oh, I think I'm on the wrong one. Actually, I'm not. This is not the one I mean. I mean Terminal Revenge. Yeah, this is the one, because we have gotten the like, for example, Wing Kuribo level 6 is in the game. The full armored Utopic Ray Lancer, the new Ice Barrier stuff we have just gotten. So we can take a look at what else could come here. I think, if I remember this correctly, Dkayed also said that we will get the new Gen X cards. So this one should be these here then. And we could also see the Infernoid stuff, because it seems to be the case that we are really working on this pack here. And there's another archetype that could potentially come, which I think is more of a fan favorite, the Ritual or Spiritual Beast cards, which will definitely make this deck once again very playable, very, very interesting. I think we've gotten the toy stuff here with the recent update, but this should be all of the most exciting ones. That this pack introduces. The Sky Striker stuff we already have, Phantom of Jubel obviously, of course, also, and as I already said, the Infernoid cards. The Infernoid cards could also be cards that we will get here, but as I already said, I'm predicting at least Goblin Biker, and then some other stuff. Might be Ritual Beast, could be the case, remains to be seen. And then we have obviously Legacy of Destruction, the next big core set that we will be on, and the most important or interesting things would be this Magician Silent archetype with Gadget Trio, and then cards like where is it? The Millennium Cross. Isn't the Millennium Cross also in here? I have to quickly check this. Maybe this is another pack I'm thinking about. It's actually not in here. Okay. This Shining Sarcophagus. This is a little like small archetype, but there are very interesting archetypes coming here. For example, the Ancient Gear support, the new Ancient Gear support, even though I don't think this is a very interesting deck. This is going second kill deck that is, in my opinion, very boring. Then we have obviously the Melodious support, which you can also combine with Voiceless Voice. So if you want to do that, that might be possible in the future. Obviously, one of the single cards that we still need to get is this Snake Eyes Diabell Star. Very good for Snake Eyes. Will make Snake Eyes once again a bit better, but not too fancy. And then we have Ragnar Reika. Ragnar Reika would be a really cool combination, and I've talked about this. If you have not seen this, cool combination with the Aroma cards here. If you have not seen the video about the Aroma cards together with the Ragnar Reika cards, check that out in the top right corner. But the Aroma cards together with the Ragnar Reika cards can form a new variant of Rika. Very interesting. But honestly, the archetype that I am expecting is Tenpai Dragon. Tenpai Dragon, Paidar, Fador, Chandra, and then their Synchro monsters, as well as the traps and spells. And I think we will get all of them as of the current release cycle. So also the new ones that are not in this set here. This is what I am thinking. This is a big splash, will make a big splash in Master Duel, because this is the strongest going second deck ever, or there's ever been, basically, met in the best of one format. This will be very interesting. Remains to be seen what they choose to do with this deck. These are the Synchro monsters, Bident and Transcendent Region. And then we have the very insane field spell Sangren Summoning. During your main phase 1, Fire Dragons you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, protecting you. Very insane. And the Sangren Kaiman Quick play spell, which basically gets you any Temper monster to the hand, and then you can also special summon it if it's the battle phase. I think we could see, like in the OCG, the Sangren Summoning going to 1, because this is the core card of the game. Then again, we don't have a Pot of Prosperity at 3 like in the TCG, and we don't have Terraforming, so I don't know, maybe it's not even that necessary. We can see all of these support cards that we already have in the game, which is really nice. The Van Monica stuff, and so on. But yeah, the big archetypes being the Ancient Gear stuff, the Tenpai Dragon stuff, and then we also have the Ragnarika stuff. Very interesting Varudras, the Final Ring of End Times, a very good card for Jubel. They can make this with 2 level 10 monsters. This is an Omni Negate that can also destroy. And the new support for the Lightsworn archetype. This is something we could also see. This will be more of a fun deck. You can combine this with tier limits if you want to, even though that will not be that effective. But these are the big archetypes that come in the next core set that we are on. And I personally, this is my prediction, I am predicting we are getting Tenpai Dragon next in the next pack. This would be crazy. And we will most likely get Goblin Biker in combination with, we know already of the Aroma cards. And then I could see some smaller support archetype coming in addition. Maybe if there's maybe this is enough for one set. I could see some smaller stuff coming like not really the Infernoid stuff. Infernoid is too big. We already know of the Gen X stuff, so this would be a smaller engine, because I think these are only 4 cards. And honestly, this could already be it for the next pack. They tend to not put that many new cards in one pack. I am expecting Tenpai Dragons, guys. I am hoping for Tenpai Dragons. I think this will be a nice meta shake-up, because everything else that could be releasing isn't really a meta shake-up. So I'm really rooting for one, which is why I am very hyped for the Tenpai Dragon stuff. But let me know in the comments what you think will come next. These are my predictions. Thanks for being here, and we will see each other in the next one.